Morning all, you're joining me as I spot a mooring on the outskirts of Banbury. And it turned out to be not the luckiest mooring that I'd ever had, but then again, so it was lucky in the end. The reason that I'm saying it was unlucky is because whilst I was moored here, I lost Ashby for about 6 hours. And with all the busy roads around this area, I must admit that I was starting to fear the worst. My plan is to moor here for 2 weeks and then move to the centre of Banbury, and that'll take me around the Christmas holidays. But getting back to Ashby and his disappearing act, I'll explain a little bit of what happened, and also, whilst doing that, I'll show you a little bit of Banbury. The next morning I was doing a bit of video editing and I needed some power. Batteries was running a bit low, so I've come out to run the engine. As I've come out, he's crept up behind me and jumped off the boat and I haven't noticed. And I was editing videos for a couple of hours, and I know that he usually creeps off to the bedroom, and I thought he was there. When I've gone to take him for a walk, there's no sign of him on the boat. So panic set in. I decided to walk to the right and ask people and call out for him as I was going. But I got an hour up there and decided to come back. And I spoke to a boater, a woman boater, that actually saw him. And he actually got into her car and she threw him out here. Then I had the first bit of luck. A boater ran up to me, said there was a picture on Facebook of Ashby, and he showed me, and it was Ashby, and he was in the industrial estate here somewhere. These are the busy roads that I was worried about, because Ashby's got no road sense at all. The person that left the post on Facebook about Ashby wasn't answering any messages, and he just said that Ashby was in one of the units on the industrial estate. So I've had to go out, and this is the first unit that I went in, and try and do it a bit methodically, but it's a massive industrial estate. But luckily enough, the second unit that I went into was actually opposite where I was moored. That was the one that had Ashby. But when I'd got in there and had a word with them, I found out that they'd sent Ashby to a vet's, which was the other side of Banbury. But they give me the vet's number, which I phoned immediately, and the vet said they've called the dog pound people and they're on their way. I said, can't you stop them? And they said no, which I thought weren't very helpful. The vets turned out to be the other side of Banbury Cross, and I'm cutting through these back streets to try and beat the dog pound people, If I'd have had a car, it would have been no problem, but I'm having to walk everywhere. And God knows how far away the dog pound is, which I would have had to walk to. We're not too far away from Banbury Cross now. I like to pass this nice looking old church. There's one of the, I think it's the High Street up the end there. And when I get to the end of the road, if I turn left, that takes me up to Banbury Cross, which should be just up there. When I actually got to the vets, they wouldn't bring Ashby out or give them to me, which I found a bit strange. And I actually beat the dog pound people there, and the dog pound people was no problem. I gave them the information and they gave them to me straight away. So panic was finally over. That's the vets over there. And so after about 4 hours of walking, I put Ashby on the lead. We done another half hour back to the boat. And I was very relieved. So thanks for watching another saga in my narrowboat life, and I hope to see you next time.